That miner, though, that miner is going crazy. My man, look at that miner on his tower. That miner is going to take his entire tower. Let's go, dude. What is up, gamers? Today we're going to be playing with one of the most well-rounded and versatile decks for the last few seasons. The #1 and #3 players in the entire globe are using it right now. And yeah, you can see it on my screen right now. It is Mortar Bait. And I am sure that you have played against this deck at some point in the last few seasons. And I feel like Mortar players are mad slept on, but a good Mortar player can absolutely win any matchup. And I know the Mortar mechanics can seem a little daunting. It's kind of similar to Expo where it can be kind of confusing, so don't worry, I'm going to show you how to use it. And by the end of the video, I promise you will be damn near a pro, or at least a very good amateur when it comes to using a Mortar deck. So come along for the ride, and I promise we will get lots of wins and probably some losses with this insane Mortar deck. But you know what else is insane? My channel members' support for me. Thank you, channel members. I appreciate you so much. You're insane. All right, talk is cheap. Let's get into the gameplay. All right, into our first match of the video. I'm really excited to use this deck. I've been saying it every time I make a video on Mortar about once a season. I talk about how underrated this deck is. I mean, people don't talk about it. People like to play Bait or P.E.K.K.A. or Beatdown, but people sleep on Mortar. It's such a good deck archetype. The best Mortar player in the world, Polaris, has been doing it season after season, just cooking people with Mortar constantly. Okay, I don't think he's going to zap in time. Yeah, okay, well, he does, but not really in time. All right. Oh, Boss Bandit. Just my luck. I have a Boss Bandit. All right, we're going to pull it over to the side just so it doesn't dash. I know you can, like, use the ability and have it dash, but Cannon Cart has a lot of HP, so we should be okay even if he uses the ability. So that's another reason why I really like this deck, is between the Gang and the Cannon Cart, you actually have really good, pretty decent answers for Boss Bandit. I'm going to go Defensive Mortar here in an attempt to activate my King Tower. Usually they support this with bats or wall breakers or just something cheesy like that. So all of my... Oh, Ram Rider is different than what I thought, but that's okay. It's alright. Could be better, could be worse. Okay, well, now if you look at my hand, I don't really want to play anything into this, and I failed to activate my King Tower, so just a bunch of Durkee fails there. Yeah, that was tough. I think we can bring it back, though. I'm not too threatened by Mega Knight players, generally speaking, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm just going to let this go. Alright, tough start. I mean, maybe that Defensive Mortar was not it. I mean, it definitely looks like it wasn't it. If he zaps this, it won't really do too much. Yeah, he just lets it go. Alright, I'm going to go Offensive Mortar here. I don't plan to protect it. Just want to bait out something. Mega Knight, Ram Rider. He goes for the Defensive Bandit. That's a pretty savvy play. I'm just going to let the Mortar go. A good defense by my opponent. Okay, so Mega Knight, E-Wiz, Bandit. Okay, good to know, good to know. Go ahead and drop our Cannon Cart in the back here. I don't want to go all in on one lane and spoon feed him Mega Knight value, but he dropped it, so let's do this. Might have to go for like a Defensive Mortar. Oh, he eats that? That's crazy to me. What the heck? That's bonkers, in my opinion. That's just bonkers. All right, we're going to go like this here. And these are going to get healed up very, very nicely. My Skeleton King does get shredded, but I don't have to worry about his push, like, pretty much at all, so that much is nice. And he ate my entire Goblin Gang. Let's go like this here. Okay, he's being really aggressive. I don't know if I agree with that. E-Wiz is really good against the Mortar, low-key. Alright, we're going to go Cannon Cart here. We're okay sacking a little bit of damage on this side, just because we've taken so much on the other side. Okay, we get one Mortar shot. Is that going to be enough? Probably not. We're going to go like this here. And then high Skeleton King. Nice. Not the best Evo Zap from my opponent. I feel like he kind of wasted that TBH. So we're going to go in. We're going to spam hella hard here because he doesn't have a Zap. We're going to pop this ability here and just try and take out the E-Wiz and get a lock onto the tower. And I think we are going to get a tower lock. Nice. That's huge. I can protect this. Because we do get a tower lock. Nice, nice. No, stay away from my Mortar. Stay away from my Mortar. Okay, he goes for the necessary poison. Nice, and we're going to wait before we go in for the zap. Arrows onto everything. And that's GG's. Way to bring that back. I don't think I played that perfectly. Like, my defensive sequences weren't great, but I knew we could bring it back against that guy. So, good first match. We'll warm it up a little more, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, into our next match here. First game was not too shabby. Still warming up the deck and figuring out how to do some of the micro interactions, but we edged out a win, which is what counts. I'll go ahead and cycle my bats here. I think it's a fine play. I don't like splitting them to start the game. It doesn't really like do that much for you. We're gonna go defensive Mortar here. Kind of snipe down that cage, and it helps us cycle to our Mortar. Alright, gets the poison out, not too worried about it. I'm gonna cycle a low Ice Wizard here as well. It's gonna help out on this defense. Okay, poison, goblin cage, could be a lot of things. Let's go ahead and apply some pressure in the opposite lane and try and get more information about what he's running. Kind of looks like great. Yeah, it's definitely Graveyard. Baby Dragon pretty much confirms Graveyard. It's kind of funny how, like, really not that many other decks run Baby Dragon, and if you see Baby Dragon, you can just be like, oh yeah, it's Graveyard. Like, almost 100% of the time, that's kind of what it means. He doesn't have poison in cycle, so that was like a pretty bad Graveyard, I feel like, because I can just go bats on it and it's not a problem. So I don't agree with that Graveyard necessarily, because he really wants to be going in, like I said, when he has his poison in cycle. So we're gonna get an easy defense there, and I'm not too stressed about Graveyard, generally speaking. We'll have our time with our Evo bats. Maybe we can get value where the NATO doesn't actually kill the Evo bats. We'll see. Okay, so Graveyard control. I do want to go opposite lane against Graveyard, so I'm going to do this. I feel like he's going to go Baby Dragon, so I might let it lock. No, he goes Cage. Okay. And Poison. That's fine. If he's using his poisons like that, I genuinely do not care. I'd actually would prefer that he uses his poisons like that than using them to support his Graveyard. So we're doing our job if that is how he's choosing to defend. I'm going to go Skeleton King here. I want to get my Cannon Cart healthy. And he'll probably just go Evo Knight here. So what I might do is go Miner. And then I'm going to go Bats like this. Bait out the NATO. Maybe he activates King. No, he goes Baby Dragon. Well played, actually, by my opponent. No, don't tell me I misplayed that Mortar. Don't tell me I misplayed that Mortar. Please, please, please. Okay, well, he didn't notice. It's fine. We'll go Gang here to help keep this Mortar healthy. And then Miner in the back because he doesn't have Barrel. Nice. And this is going to be really annoying for him to stop. Yep, Cannon Cart, Goblins. Nice, nice, nice. He has to go for the NATO. But that's pretty much going to be tower down. We're going to pressure here because he's really low on Elixir. Let's go like this. We're going to go Bats in the pocket. So like I said, I'm not too worried about Graveyard. I don't think he was using his poisons, like, very well. In my opinion, not to be, like, disrespectful, but I didn't like the way that he was using his poisons. So, dude, that Cannon Cart is going in on his tower. That Ice Wizard does, like, no DPS at all. Okay, we're going to go Gang like this, and then we're going to go Ice Wizard. And I just need to make sure I don't completely lose my tower. So I'm going to cycle back to arrows, but poison doesn't come down in time. So GG's, you can absolutely beat Graveyard with Cannoneer, especially if your opponent is wasting their poisons like that. So solid win. We'll see you in the next one. All right, next match of the video. So far, so good. Big fan of this deck. Oh, and we're up against Cannoneer. That's pretty nice. We do well against all tower types, but especially Cannoneer because of the bats and the gang. It can just be awkward for them to defend. So kind of got a bit of luck because we don't see too many Cannoneer players. We're going to go Ice Wizard here just to cancel this out. And I might just cycle to my Mortar. I might as well. I have a counter pushing. Oh! I misclicked that Mortar. I don't think it's going to lock onto anything. Nice. Okay. Well, we both cycled to our Mortars, so whatever, I guess. Interesting. Alright, we're going to go like this. Yeah, literally a mirror matchup. That's funny. Alright, fair enough. Good to know. So we know exactly what cards he's running. We'll go Bats here kind of early because then if he arrows, we'll be able to react accordingly. Okay, he's probably just going to go Ice Wizard on it. That's what he did last time. Fair enough. All right, rinse and repeat for a little while. No problem with that. All right, we'll get the Mortar down earlier in case he goes for his Mortar right away. Goes for the Skeleton King. I don't mind that. We'll try and snipe it down, and we'll have arrows ready for all of this. Perfect. Maybe catch him off guard here. Yeah. Oh, he gets his Mortar down, but our Mortar is going to lock onto his Mortar, which is huge. Oh, it actually locks onto the tower. That's better. Cool, cool, cool. Good idea. It's way better to have your Mortar down first in this matchup. Okay, we'll be ready for the Gang. If he goes Gang, we can block with, like, a Skeleton King. Yep, he does. Makes sense. Level 13 Skeleton King does not one-shot the Gang, unfortunately, but we got so much damage, I'm not going to complain about it. Oh. Good timing. He'll be back to his Evo Mortar as well, so we need to be cognizant of that. But really good start. It'll be really hard for him to make a comeback from this position. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm actually going to go defensive Miner here. Okay. My underlevel Ice Wizard is going to do his best. And his best is damn near enough. So nice job, Evo Ice Wizard. Let's go Gang here. He can go Skeleton King though, so I don't think he'll be able to not defend. Alright, we're going to go high Skeleton King and low Cannon Cart here. And that'll do a pretty decent job on defense. Nice. Bats as well. Okay, no arrows. Let's go gang. I'd love for my Skeleton King to live, but all that matters is that we survived the Evo Mortar. Let's go Miner of our own, and I'll have arrows ready if he goes for the gang. I think he might throw in the towel here after that interaction. Yes, he does. GG's to that guy. Pretty good. I feel like we played the mirror match well. I obviously don't have that much experience in the mirror match because I don't usually use this deck, but I thought we played it really well. So GG's in a literal mirror matchup. Happy to see a dub. We're going to hold it, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one, baby. Nice. All right, next game here. Up here against Famex? Something like that. It's kind of cool playing a deck that's like a hybrid of like Bait and like Expo. It's weird. It's a cool deck. My man not a fan though. Sending the chicken emote to start the game. Coming out swinging. Alright, sometimes I like to go Mortar and just don't support it. Like just do it and kind of see what happens. You know what I mean? Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So, all good. I'm actually going to go Cannon Cart here to take out that Mother Witch. And then if this Goblin Giant finishes off the Cannon Cart, then it will turn into a building. So I kind of hope that that happens so it goes backwards. Yeah, exactly. That was why, literally why I played it like that, because I wanted it to pull the Goblin Giant backwards. So good stuff there. We're going to go do one of my favorite tricks, have the Miner tank for both sides. Maybe he won't even notice because he's too busy emoting. Yeah, what do you know that? What do you know? He didn't notice. So we get some nice bat chip onto the tower. Pretty good stuff. And I can just go for a gang here in the middle. People are kind of scared sometimes to play gang on the Dark Prince, but if you spread them out like that, well. Good zap by my opponent. Worst case scenario, they zap it, and then you can kind of reactively get another card down. I'm not going to support this, though. Yeah, I was going to say I definitely need to set up a defense here, so I'm going to go for the Mortar early. And then I'll have my Cannon Cart and Bats ready to help defend here. If he chooses to go in, which he probably will. Yes, he does. Cool. Okay, all good for the most part. Yep, pretty good defense. Wait, what? Oh, the Sparky shot splashed my tower. Oi, I thought I played it. I played that one tile too low. Dang. Tough start. I mean, I thought that defense was perfect, but the Cannon Cart was one tile too low, so we do eat damage, unfortunately. But good news is we're probably playing against a bot because he has not updated his deck since like 3 seasons ago. All right, let's go gang here. That's unfortunate. Okay, we got rid of the Mother Witch at least. And this should not hit our tower. Alright. Let's apply a bit of pressure here. He definitely can't ignore that. It'll do too much damage. Interesting. Goes for the Kite. I'm actually going to save my Evo Mortar. I really, really want it for offense here. And we're going to have a really nice counter push, and we can defend that Sparky for cheap. So that's what we're going to do. Nice, okay. That Mother Witch, though. Let's arrows onto it. Take her off the map. No! Great mini P.E.K.K.A by my opponent. Darn. I thought we had him there. It felt like the interactions were going our way. Mother Witch obviously does very well against our deck, though. Go like this. Get a gang down. Yeah. The Rage, the Goblin Giant. I know the deal. Pretty good defense given the circumstances, though. Yep. Alright, we need to try and be more creative and find a way to win this game. We're going to let this Mortar go, actually. Okay. Cannon Cart would have locked. Alright. Goes for the Rage. Okay, I don't mind that, actually. I don't mind that at all. I'm going to catch maybe the Sparky again. Yeah. You can't do the same thing twice, my man. You cannot do the same thing twice. No! He can do the same thing twice, apparently. Oi. It's okay, we're bringing it back. Might just go in at the bridge. No, he does not. We're going to go gang and bait out the Rage. Okay. Nice, he can't just Rage that. That's why I did that. Once that locks, we're going to go Bats. Minor chip. Nice. Rage ain't gonna save you, my friend. We're going to go for a low Cannon Cart here. Desperation mini P.E.K.K.A. It feels like. We'll see. Okay. Might have to drop my entire elixir bar on this. I don't think I have to, actually. Oh, yes, I will. Just keep spamming, just keep spamming, just keep spamming, spamming, spamming. What do you do when you're going to lose? Mother Witch at the bridge, and apparently it's gonna work. Nah, we're chilling like a villain. We have a counter-pushing cannon card. I'm gonna send in a little BM. It's absolutely our matchup, 100%. But my man was BMing from the start, and now he's quiet now. That's our favorite thing. GG's to that guy. Super satisfying comeback. We'll see you in the next one. All right, up here against Enrico. And he's running Dagger Duchess. I like that. I like that a lot. I think the worst tower troop to go up against would probably be Princess Tower, but even then it's not bad. Just going to cycle this, see how they respond. Goes for the Lumberjack. Pretty good play. And then the Queen down low. Yep, well done. Good defense by my opponent. I'm going to go for the gang early. Try and like panic force out an ability or something. Yeah, nice. Cool, cool, cool. And we'll just go for a Skeleton King high. Okay, Lumberjack, Queen. Kind of looks like Mega Knight. Some sort of Mega Knight variant. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what runs Lumberjack Queen. Could be a homemade deck as well, but typically at the higher leagues, you don't see as many homemade decks. They definitely exist. You just don't see them as often. Pretty even on Elixir here. He might just eat this Miner, but it actually does like a lot of damage. People don't realize. Yeah, okay. This will stop the Bandit from dashing. Okay. Oh, the cannon cart pulled back the Ram Rider. Oh, come on. Ah, nice try. Nice. Shout outs to the cannon. So, yeah, it is Ram Rider, probably Mega Knight Lightning or something like that, or just bridge spam. So, if we defend well, we absolutely should win this matchup, but easier said than done, especially with the Lightnings. Now that I know that, just need to be careful not to give too much Lightning value. Okay, 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 okay. We can definitely cook. All right, good timing with them going for the Queen. Yeah, it just goes for the Snowball. Makes sense. All right, let's go defensive Miner. Kind of want to save. My other cards are a little more specialized defensively, so I want to save those. I timed that pretty perfectly. Fair enough. He does the same thing as last time, believe it or not. He can't afford Lightning, though. He was spending that at, like, negative elixirs, so he shouldn't be able to afford a Lightning, and he definitely can't. Cool. We actually get an Evo Mortar shot, which is nice, so chilling like a villain. I'm going to do this as well just to apply additional pressure. I definitely don't want to be going same lane, though, but it might be awkward for him to defend. All right, we're going to go Skeleton King to pull in the Mega Knight. And even with that Snowball, it does not kill the Bats. The Bats are, they're tanky, man. They live for a minute. One of the reasons why Evo Bats are so good. I know he has a Lightning, so I can go Cannon Cart like this. I don't want to play it in the same lane that he's been going. We'll be ready here. Surely he goes for the Lightning. We might go Gang to block. Nah, fail. But he still doesn't get damage, which is nice. Oh, that was a really bad ability. I'm going to spam him here because of how bad that ability was. Let's do it. And I think he might be in trouble because he can't afford a Mega Knight right away. Yeah. That Lumberjack is hella blocking my Mortar, though, unfortunately. Go like this. Come on, slow it down, slow it down. Give us a lock. He's still really low on daggers. Let's go in. Nice. That was a really good sequence for us. Cool, cool, cool. Good damage. I'll take that damage all day, especially because he has Lightning and we don't. Bats might scare out the ability. That was smart that he waited, actually. Good choice by my opponent. Bad timing on that ability specifically, though. He popped it too early. I think I'm going to block here. No, I'm not going to block because he has to defend. Supply pressure. Nice, okay. This is just too much pressure for him. That was a really bad Ram Rider, in my opinion, because we can just spam him. And there's, like, not a lot that he can do. I don't know why he'd Ram Rider at the back like that in that situation. He doesn't know what he's doing. So, GG's. I told you we could bring it back despite that bad start. We'll see you in the next one. I'm here against Voj. AW Voj. I haven't seen as much Evo Executioner as I thought. I feel like the verdict on the new cards is Boss Bandit is broken and Evo Xe is not. At least that's what it feels like. We'll go Mortar here defensively on the Queen. And a cycle, you know, if he's running pigs or something like that. It's not a bad idea. Let's try and force out the ability early here. Nice, we do. That should lock onto the Mortar, so at the end of the day, we're fine. Oh my gosh, dude. Why are there like a trillion Mega Knight players? Everyone loves this deck. Yeah, that Mortar is like awkward too, because like that's usually where I'd place my support troops, and now I'm just in an awkward position altogether. We'll go gang to clean all this up, and we're gonna be okay, but just comical, man. It's comical. These jokes write themselves. All right, we'll go like this here because he spent a lot. And we have a good counter push, and I'll just let it go. I don't want to go arrows. I'll take my little chip and I'll move on. Yeah, glad that I did not overspend there. I would have had a tough time defending the Bandit. Okay, so Mega Knight, but a different variant, so it'll be a little different than the last one. He has Prince instead of Ram Rider, but this type was really popular last season. So we have good answers, and we'll get chip where we can take it. Defensive mortars are going to be nice. I really like the matchup. Similar to the last one, but different. Okay, I will just go for a defensive mortar here. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Snipe down that queen. Curious at what his spells are, though. That is what is on my mind, is what are his spells. Because people be really creative. They'll be putting in their own spells, you know, doing just whatever. Okay. It might just be arrows. If that's the case, that would be kind of nice. Alright, Cannon Cart here. He's definitely going to go Prince, probably, if I was a gambling man. An Ice Wizard will slow it down. Slash activate King Tower. No, it doesn't, because that pushes it back. Fair enough. Let's try and catch him without his arrows. That would be awesome. And even if he does go arrows, then this is going to get a ton of value. Nice. Let's do this as well. Evo Bats are going to do a number on that tower. Nice. That's getting DPS down. Evo Mortar is mad slept on, bro. Okay, I'm going to let it go. He has a lot of firepower at the bridge. I feel like it's a good play. Maybe I should have gone in. I don't know. Let's go in now. Can't pop the ability. You already used it. That was a good sequence, though. I thought about going for pre-arrows, but I'm a weenie. We're gonna eat those wall breakers. Not much that I can do about it at all. Got a little too aggressive, and that's kind of the price that we pay, so that's fair. I feel like he's gonna Mega Knight. Oh, okay, let's do this. And I think we just win. I don't think he can stop this. Right? I don't think he can stop everything. Yeah, GG's. That Mega Knight was so bad. Mega Knight is so costly, man. You can't just do that. It's like a really expensive card. So, GG's. I had a feeling once he dropped that Mega Knight, he couldn't defend. So, good instincts. We'll hold that win, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, into our last game of the video. So far, so good. I'm a fan of this deck. Thank you. Shoutouts to you if you've made it this far into the video content. Like, I appreciate you. Wow, that is a play. All right, let's go like this here. I don't really know how else to respond to that with my current hand, so. Nice. Okay. Feels like a valid response to going P.E.K.K.A. first play, but maybe not. I don't know. Let's go for a really low mortar, and then we can go for a really low gang. And yeah, P.E.K.K.A. first play, man. The fact that that is like, no, I was like, please tell me that pulls. The fact that that is a viable play actually like makes me so irate. We're gonna go for a low gang here. Yeah, we're fine. We're so fine. Even with the arrows, we can go Ice Wizard here. Nice. Well played. Can't let P.E.K.K.A. players get away with that, my guy. Just going P.E.K.K.A. first play. I know he wanted to get to his Evo, so satisfying. I needed that. All right, so good start. P.E.K.K.A. can be awkward to defend sometimes, but I'm not too worried about it. Evo Bats will be our best friend if we can bait out the arrows defensively, or when we're on offense and they use them defensively. That'll be really good for us. All right, he spammed us. Oh my god, bro. There you go. I'm not going to arrows this time. I don't want to overextend, and I'm just going to go for the mortar instead. And I think that's a prudent play. Cool. And I don't know what his spells are, but I know he has Ewiz, so I'm going to go Cannon Cart like way over here to help DPS this down. Wow, that is a play. No, 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 no! It wasn't supposed to pull the P.E.K.K.A. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them! Alright, we're just going to take some Valk shots. My fault. My fault, my fault. I wasn't trying to pull that over. And now we're going the same lane, which is so shitty. Okay. I have an idea. I feel like if I go Miner, Gang, I can arrows on the Skarmy. You know what I mean? So if I go Miner and Gang, I can just arrows, and we're probably going to hit a Skeleton Army. Oh, okay. Okay. Why, dude? Why? Okay, okay, okay. This guy's actually kind of bad, though. I think we can win. I know I'm going to get mini P.E.K.K.A. shots, but that's okay. This is my only option. Catch the E-Wiz, hopefully. Nice, beautiful. We snipe it. This mortar's pretty much cooked though, or it will be. Nice, we can get the arrows out. Okay, he goes zap. Oh yeah, he's running zap and arrows. Okay. It's decent damage. Yep, makes sense that he was going to do that. No, 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 no! I'm playing like an absolute bot right now. I deserve to lose. But we're going to bring it back because my opponent is a literal trash bag. Okay. I have arrows ready. And I see zapped. He panicked. Skeleton King here as well. Fireball comes down. We go gang. We go bats as well. Yep, not worried about it at all. Just used his arrows, so we're going to pressure. If that gets a hit on my tower... Does not, okay. Okay. Just two mid-ladder menaces going at it, apparently. Okay, we have to spam him here. Miner to tank. Beautiful. 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 He has not a lot of elixir left. He's going to have to use it. Nice. And then these bats are going to eat. Nice. Oh, never mind. He's zapped. That miner, though. That miner is going crazy. My man, look at that miner on his tower. That miner is going to take his entire tower. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh, my God. That was hilarious. Sloppy play a little bit, but it's all in good fun. We're going to hold that dub, and I'll catch y'all in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. This is the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot and try it out yourself. I'll also link this deck in the YouTube description so you can just open it in the app. Give it a try. It's really strong. This deck has been good for several seasons now. So it's not just good this season. It's not just a one-time thing. It is incredibly strong and it's consistently really good. So give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace out!